Hey everybody, how's it going? It is Dunbar Snackbar. It's time for some more MLB The Show 20 with the legend, Sigmund Sunwafer. I should come up actually with like a thing for each person that I'm doing for Road to the Show. Like I've got the man, the myth, the legend. I've got to come up with a cool one for Sigmund Sunwafer. Anyway, I was talking about in the Roberto de la... Oh, I did it again, guys. Roberto de la Rosa. In his episode about how I want to try and go through this as quickly as I can. Starting it off with a base... Nope. Never mind. Gosh, this is not a great start to this episode. Anyway, no, I've been thinking about ways that I could try and increase the speed on how I go about this, but I feel like with Sigmund Sunwafer here, we're going to have a really good opportunity to be able to get to the majors pretty quickly, simply because the position of center field is an area that the Baltimore Orioles, the team that I was drafted for, where they really need the most amount of assistance. And so I'm already like a couple of, attribute points for my overall away from being able to be in the majors. And that's crazy how quick this... Why am I still getting tutorials? What the French toast? Anyway, I'll have to try and see if I can fix that. But knowing me, I'll probably be lazy and just forget about it. So you'll see it again, probably. There we go. Base hit in the right field. This was nice to see because the clutch factor, that is one of the biggest attributes for me that I struggle with. And I've been doing such a good job, I feel like, this year on getting that up. So if you didn't see it earlier, I had a 571 batting average with runners in scoring position. And that's just going to increase it even more. I want to be considered the clutch guy, but it's just so hard to do that sometimes. And I've noticed that in years past, and I haven't had to do it so far this year, when it comes to those opportunities to, stealing, nice, safe, but not by much. That was a close one. But no, I was going to say, like in years previous, I was spending all of my attributes trying to upgrade my clutch because I want to be there in those key situations and be able to pull through. And that meant I had to sacrifice some of my other attributes. But now that I do not have to do that, I've been kind of working on some other things. Oh, that was a bad steal attempt. So lucky I got there in the third. The only way I got there was just because that throw from the catcher was off. Man, that might be the first, bad steal attempt that I've had so far. And it's crazy that's going to decrease it. I mean, because of the two stats that are important for stealing bases, oh, that's going to end the inning. Not cool. But no, of the two attributes that matter the most when you're stealing bases, you're stealing in your speed. Stealing is the one that I need to build up the most. I have like 91 speed right now. Plus, with the equipment that I've purchased in the community store, like the shoes and things like that, I'm over 99 with the speed. In fact, you know what? I need to look that up too, whether or not you can actually be over 99 when you equip, various equipment and stuff. Because if you can't, I should probably switch some of the stuff out for some things that will give me some other attributes. But if not, I should be going crazy with this. The one thing that I really want to do this year, and I don't know if I'll be in a position ever to do it, is to steal home. Because, I mean, it's super rare to see it, but that, for me, would be the coolest thing ever. Now, I have done it in games before, not on YouTube, but... Oh, my gosh. Home run, guys. That is Sigmund Sunwafer's first home run, as you can see right there. But, I mean, I just kind of knew that because I was so surprised that this happened. Because as a speedy guy, it's that power area that I'm lacking the most. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like 25 is my power. It's probably more than that, but it's pretty low. So getting a home run, absolutely surprising. I must have like cranked this one or something. But there you go. All right. I will take RBIs that way. Yeah, I was not expecting that at all. I thought that was like gonna get caught. At best, bounce off the fence. But we're up 4-0 here in the first game of this series. A high fly ball that I'll be able to get underneath. Oh, psyched you guys out there. It was totally meaning to do that. That was a test to see if you guys were actually watching. All right, I'm just gonna stay at All-Star. At some point, I should just turn off this dynamic difficulty because I was like, all right, I'm worried about when I start playing this game, how well I'm going to adapt to it and I feel like, and again, I say this in the previous episode, pitching I've done a lot better than I think I have when it comes to hitting. I'm getting readjusted to everything, but I'm still feeling pretty good. I mean, I don't need this dynamic difficulty to tell me where I am. I mean, I'll just kind of move it to All-Star and keep it there and move it up again as I feel like I need to. All right, not much I can do right there. That's going to put runners on first and second, but it's now 7-3. We've got a runner on third, so here's another opportunity to increase that clutch rating. Let's see if I can do it right here. All right, going to just try wait for something that's nice, because I don't have to be really too aggressive when it comes to hitting. I mean, it's not like I'm down or anything and I have to produce a run, but semi-decent. That one's going to drop at least. Run's going to come home, and we will get that clutch attribute to increase a little bit. The best thing, though, here is I've got second and third base clear for me to start stealing. Try and see if we can rack up those stolen bases a little bit more. I'd love to get the record. Oh, that would be awesome. Before I get moved up, which probably won't happen, get the minor league record for stolen bases. No, I'll be up to AAA before that. Like I was saying, I'm not that far away when it comes with my attributes. My overall rating. But I think there's a certain point in May where they consider calling you up, so that's what I'm going to be just on the lookout for. All right, here I go for third. Here we go. Okay, hit me home, man. I've, like, just given this one to you. That's honestly, like, one of the biggest frustrations I have. And, of course, he doesn't bring me home. But just, like, you steal first. Or, you steal second and third on a single. Or after you get a single. See, that's where I was saying first from. I was going to say you get on first, then you steal second and third. With no outs, and you still don't come home. I don't know why, but that just, it makes me so mad. Anyway, good win for us here to start off this series. We've got a couple other games coming up next, so don't think like we're done or anything like that. But super cool that I got my first home run. I was not expecting to get that at all, but I don't think I'll be getting too many home runs, period, especially once I get into AAA and the majors. I think this is just one of those things. I'm going up against pitchers that have really low home run per 9 inning statistics or attributes. And so with that, it kind of negates the fact that I got a ridiculously low power. But anyway, Harrisburg, you can see 8 for 4, or 8 wins, 4 losses. We're at 500 with 6 wins and losses. So, like I was saying, we got a lot of baseball ahead of us. Honestly, it'd be cool to try and sweep them here in this series. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. And with Sigmund Sunwafer, and I guess this would hold true with any position player as opposed to pitcher, there's definitely a lot of things that you can do to influence how a game is going to go. Like right here, bases are loaded. So I'd love to be able to, hit a double that clears all the bases minus me. But, gosh, a 3 RBI double, that would be sweet. I think I've gotten one already. But anyway, no, there's some things that you could do, but you don't have as much control over how a game is going to go than if you're like a pitcher. Especially when you're considering a series, though. I mean, you might actually be able to influence more as a position player than you would a pitcher, because as a starting pitcher, you're only in for one game. But nice, that one goes up the middle. That's going to bring 2 home. Clutch 1, clutch 2. So in the second inning, we're up 2-0. Get the dynamic challenge. Perfect. Could have gotten 1 more RBI. I have been surprised at how few extra base hits that I've gotten up to this point. Like, it's been consistently singles, and I think, again, that just comes from contact. It's not like I'm driving him into the gap, all the time. But I think if I got timing more solidified, that might not be as much of an issue. Not like getting singles is an issue, if that makes sense. But I'd like to get those big hits, like that gets me triples and stuff like that. That will come in time. All right, fly ball going somewhat into right field, but I'll get under it, make the catch. Yeah, that was more center. I guess one of the things that I've noticed with my incredible speed is sometimes I'm getting, pulled over all the way into right and left field and stuff like that just to make some catches, like ones that would be like, all right, you guys should have been the ones to get that. So I think I'm lost now on where I'm expecting that ball to drop in relation to some of the other outfielders. All right, top of the fourth, we've produced yet another run, 3-0.
1-0.
I wonder with that vision how much that really matters when it comes to you as a person playing the game. Like, I feel like if you're simulating a particular game, that vision, your attributes, gonna matter because it'll increase the amount of times that you get walked. But, ooh, nice. Thanks for keeping that one right over the plate. But, when you're a player, I think the only thing that it does, like you're actually going through and playing the game, is it will help influence what your overall attribute is. So I haven't been too worried about whether or not that goes up or down. That's definitely not something I see myself investing in between the games, or when I get the opportunity to increase, my attributes by playing mini games and stuff. Ooh, someone's worried about me. I'm liking that I'm at the point now where pitchers are starting to try and keep me at first, but it's not going to be enough. I'm going. Ooh, that was a faster delivery, but with it in the dirt, good. I was hoping that would change the animation a little bit, but really not by much. It seems like that was just not a quick throw, and it wasn't right where it needed to be. So we're set. All right, up at the plate again. I don't come home, unfortunately. Well, I made contact with it. Oh, base hit, and I'm at second. What a crazy hit that one was, just falling short of the center fielder. I get the double, and he just, isn't able to come up with it, so I just make it over to second. I'm lucky that actually happened. So I'm like, well, it's going to get caught. We're just going to go ahead and round first and head on over to second. I know that's, in this case, one of the best things that could have happened, but I don't do that too often. I'll just consider myself lucky there. Full count. Whew. Another strikeout. In years past, I've always wondered what is the batting average for everybody who bats after me once I make it on base. And I think it might just be, see, here I go running around third hoping the same thing happens. But I think it's just, you're obviously more excited about trying to come home when you're in that position, and you still consider a 300 batting average. 3 out of 10 times you're not going to be coming home. More times out of... What am I trying to say? There's just more times you're going to be stuck in scoring position than you are going to be brought home, but it's just still frustrating, and I think that's why I get worried. Well, they started producing some more runs. 4-3 is what the score of the game is now. Now it's tied at 4. Dang. All right, we're going to have to try and come back right here. And I think this is going to be the start of it. Never mind, it's not, as that one's just going to be caught out there in center field. At least I increase some of my attributes a little bit. So never mind, I'm not going to be able to do too much. Bottom of the ninth, though. 1 out. Oh, come on. Get underneath this one. There we go. We're going to keep him over at first. Now here we are in the top of the 10th. We get a run, so there's not really too much that's riding on whether or not I get a hit here in the 10th. Plus, it's not like I've got anybody on base to try and hit home here either. So we'll try and play it slow and steady. Just see how this goes. Watching that one for ball 1. This has been a pretty good series for Sigmund Sunwafer. Yep. Oh, not. Oh, yes, I am. That is where speed matters. That should count as a base hit. All right, good. I trust that San Diego Studios would have coded that one right, but you never know. I've lost my trust in video games to what they're supposed to. Here we go. They're in a second. We'll try and go ahead and steal third, too. With that pitcher's delivery, seems like I've got enough time to be able to make it over to third. Oh, he's coming back for me. Again, someone's a little worried. Don't worry, I'm getting third. There's nothing you can do to stop me. Yeah, decent delivery time. Over there with ease. I do far better stealing third when I've got a righty up at the plate, just because the catcher has to get out of the way, and just that little bit of time, I feel like makes a difference. So I figured I was going to make it in there. Dang, strikeout. You know, I talked just a little bit ago about how frustrating it is being stuck in scoring position and the person up at the plate does not hit you home. We're going to see what happens here. Because if I don't come home, it is nobody's fault but my team's. Like, I've done everything I can from here. 2 outs. That is going to be off the wall. Thank you. That's a run. All right. Thanks, Mullins. I appreciate that. Ooh. That was like, what, 2 feet higher, and that would have gone over the fence? Not that it matters here because we're in the bottom of the 10th, up 6-4, 2 outs, runner in scoring position. And I should get underneath it, make the catch, boom, game is over. So we've won game number 2 now. Let's see if we can get that sweep. We've got another one up ahead here. So yeah, solid performance so far in this with the last game. Oh wait, no, this is the last one. That's right, because I do get tired, and so I get to sit down. So that is actually the end of this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe, hit the bell icon for more of this and other MLB The Show 20 gameplay. Also, Patreon is in the description below. If you can support me, it's a great way to do it. You've also got the Dunbar Snackbar Discord. Drop by, say hi. It's a little quiet, so feel free to come by and, like I said, you know, just talk about whatever you guys want. I check it pretty regularly. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Until next time, I hope you guys have a good one.
First for the victorious base-off.